person lugging the ball happy? Of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who were blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Garoppolo. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 31 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 35.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Escaping the pressure right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
4 yards. Brings up 4th.
He can run for it, and he will. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered by...
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
21. Here we go. Check 48 to Mike. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second. Have now taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
At the 47-yard
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down, Baltimore.
Jackson on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that...
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Touchdown,
49ers. Raheem Mostert, 69 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down, Ravens.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When he went on the move there and started rolling